All right, welcome to the relationship show. This guy writes his post. My girlfriend might be toxic. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for a year now, and I think she might be toxic, but I don't know, so I wanted to ask. Okay. She wanted to go to a bus stop that was 20 blocks away, and there was a closer one near us. We were going to get home regardless of what bus stop we went to, but I didn't want to walk that far, and she got mad at me and starts speed walking off. That I don't think is toxic behavior. I think she's testing you. I don't know what, background or other context, but from this one situation, I would say she is testing you and how strong you are. You all probably aren't showing up that really display your strength. So you're probably just going along with whatever she says. And so she's going to do things like this to see if you will hold strong in your opinion, because if she can, she's going to test if you're strong enough. It's strong enough as a leader, strong enough as a man. And so she's probably going to challenge you or do things that are like designed to like possibly piss you off. And then how you respond to that really gives her insight and clues into your strength, or whether she's feeling understood, or whether you're like noticing her or just to find truths. It's like women talk sometimes in codes and indirectly, and guys often don't. They talk more straightforward, more direct. And so it's like sometimes there's this communication issue when guys, when women test and guys don't know how to pass it, and then they'll interpret this as being toxic. But a lot of times it's just they don't know how to pass women's tests. But let's continue on. That's only one reference. She once posted a video with her nipples poking through her shirt on her CF. And you could see them clear as day, and I got upset and told her why. The conversation basically went, I don't see why you're mad. It's not a big deal, and I'm not going to stop. Okay, you might be dealing with somebody who might have her own issues or whatever, because like women who post this kind of stuff are oftentimes very insecure. So this is giving you some more clues, yellow flags, concerns to kind of have this idea of, is she toxic or is she a good match for me? Oftentimes women like this who are like insecure or crave attention from like showing their nipples or whatever, or like revealing pictures on social media. Well, you'll also see it when like things go bad in the relationship, and then they'll do that to see like what kind of options that she has other than you. So it's like, it's definitely not a good situation for your girlfriend to be posting pictures like that, especially in an exclusive relationship when you've been together for a year. And you're probably not having any kind of consequences, and you're letting her walk all over you, because what is she saying? And I'm not going to stop. You probably didn't do anything, and you probably just like let her just completely treat you like a doormat, and you didn't stick up for yourself. You say like, well, that's really not okay with me. And, it really doesn't make me feel good when I see that. And when you're, have your nipples out, and everyone can obviously see your nipples. And frankly, that's bullshit. Keep in mind, she knew I wouldn't like it before she even posted it, but did it anyway. Anyway, I ended up brushing it off. There you go. No consequence for her doing these types of things. And so what's she going to do? She's probably just going to keep doing it. But about a week later, I retweeted a celebrity's post, and she got upset, basically saying everything I ended up saying to her. But instead of fighting, I just said, I won't do it again. Damn, dude. I mean, that's weak. That's so weak. It's like, I'm so sorry. It's like, fuck. You got to stick up for yourself. I know it's like sometimes if you haven't been trained or you haven't had any role models that stick up for themselves, and you're just in this passive role, it's like, it's that submissive role. It's not attractive to women. It shows that you are not strong and that she can't feel safe around you. I'm not saying that her actions are like justified in any way, but right now you are being weak, and you've got to learn to stick up for yourself. And how you do that is you adopt a masculine mindset, which is like having a mission, being mission driven. That'll help you be more decisive, make more decisions, because you're basing all your decisions on that mission, whether it gets you closer to your mission or it makes you progress towards your mission. And then also having a mindset where you can walk away and mean it. So like, almost like an abundance mindset. So it's like, well, I can fail with this relationship, or I can just blow this person off and never like talk to them again, and I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to find somebody else, probably even better. And when you have that mindset, it just like eliminates that like nice guy guard that a lot of people put on themselves, because it's like, well, just society or whatever it is in their mind that's like they can't get over that fear of not being polite or not being nice. But again, if you can adopt that ability to walk away and mean it, that's also the most strong negotiating position there is, just to be able to walk away and then just never look back. But if you can adopt that, you'll just naturally come up with more strong ways to respond to situations, because you're not attached to holding on to this person. And oftentimes you don't really need to hold on to all the people in your life, and it's probably better if you, and it is better if you don't. So it's like, I just did a post a few days ago, I think, or a day ago or something, but it was like on a guy working at a movie theater. He was like giving the couple like some shit on their age gap. And it's like, in those situations, like, do you really want to maintain that connection with the movie theater guy? It's like, no, fuck that guy, dude. So it's like, sometimes it is very, very useful to just really stand up for yourself and just be rude back to people, and it's like, it's not a default thing, and you won't be saying like rude things to people on purpose just to be rude. But it's like, if it's getting in your way of standing up for yourself, you need to be able to overcome that fear of not being nice, because the consequences you're experiencing right now, because now she's just walking all over you and you don't know how to respond. She literally won't text or call unless I do it first. She left me in the inbox for a good 3 days until I texted her and asked why. She kept saying I called you twice, even after I kept saying I didn't get the call, and I was worried about her. So what happens? Now he's chasing. And so she is probably very manipulative. That's what it seems to be. And so she backs off. She waits 3 days to respond to him. And then she's obviously doing that on purpose to get control and manipulate him. And I wouldn't tolerate that. So it's like, I know you aren't doing anything. We're together a lot, and I know, your schedule and stuff. And I think that's really ridiculous that you are trying to be passive aggressive with me on this concept. And it's like, well, you've got to deal with that yourself, but I can't tolerate you really treating me this way, or trying to be passive aggressive and manipulate me in these ways. It's like, I'm not going to put up with that. So it's like, you can either change your attitude around me, or, and there really isn't another or, because it's like, I can't do it. You don't necessarily want to threaten the end of the relationship, but she must know that you can leave and never look back. I wanted to go on a break, but she made a big deal saying a break is a breakup. But when she wanted to go on a break, all of a sudden a break isn't a breakup anymore. IG that only applies to me and not her. Yeah, because she can get away with it, dude. You have no consequences. We live kind of far from each other, and it's a long distance. But I always take the time to go see her. And what's he doing? He's chasing her. He's going to her place. She has complete control in this relationship. And you're asking if it's toxic. And I would say the relationship dynamic right now is toxic. And I would say that she is manipulative. And I wouldn't want to be with someone like this, and I wouldn't tolerate it. And what you tolerate in your life, you invite more of. But whenever I want her to come to me, it's always, that's too far. It's like, man, You got to step up your strength. You got to defend yourself. You got to stick up for yourself. You can't be in this passive role, and you're probably with the wrong person.